It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Carlos Carrasco gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double. So a costly mistake here leading off the inning. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Batting third, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
Acuna digs in now. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Going back is the left fielder, and that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, and they take the lead.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Hawker is there, 2 down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Standing in, Eddie Rosario. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's a .333 hitter. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Charlie Morton is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, Charlie Morton has really made a name for himself. Big arm and a big fastball. Good sinking fastball, too. 95 to 98 miles an hour. Big overhand curveball. He's very valuable, too. He's had a lot of success pitching out of the bullpen, and also one of the top starting pitchers in the league right now.
Stepping in, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses inside, 1-0. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First pitch of the at-bat. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Acuna's there for it, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Braves lead it 2-0. As we begin the second in New York, here's Heidi Wackney with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Heidi, thanks. And D-Row, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
The 0-1 on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Charlie Morton.
The pitcher, Charlie Morton, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. Late square, and this is popped up. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
1-2. Got him swinging on the split fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Next up for New York, Mark Canha, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Ball hit out to Albies at second base. And there's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring forward the power bat of Daniel Palka. Here comes the first pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it could be.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. 1 down. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. As As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Line drive to center field. Marte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. So here's Eduardo Escobar, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
batting it.
Next for the Mets, James McCann, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Acuña's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting ninth.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Carlos Carrasco. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna.
Leading off to the bridge, the center fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Marte on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Third baseman.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Austin Riley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
To the plate now, Manny Pena. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Riley stands at first with 1 out. This is line to left. Kenna is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Charlie Morton.
So here now's the pitcher, Charlie Morton. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Braves strand one. They lead it 3-0. Here's Starling Marte back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Too high. 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point. That's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. Acuna is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So here's Jeff McNeil. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing hard liner to left center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Into the box, Ronald Acuna as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Here comes a left fielder, He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. 3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. 2 gone. Now a long throw to third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting.
Stepping in for the Braves, Eddie Rosario. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The first baseman.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Alonso.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
That smoked, but right into the shift. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
So now it's Mark Canha. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
One and one.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
So here's Daniel Palka now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him. 0-2. Palka, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Striding in once again, Marcell Ozuna. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. McKenna is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Digging in, Austin Riley. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Manny Pena.
Striding into the box, Manny Pena hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
At the plate, James McCann. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Travis Jankowski will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Travis Jankowski.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Jankowski has a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0. Jordan Yamamoto will come on in relief now, as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Jordan Yamamoto.
All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Charlie Morton.
The pitcher, Charlie Morton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Just foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Line drive to left. Kenna is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Ready now, Dansby Swanson. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 3-0.
7th inning, Durant.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Starling Marte.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going. Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side. This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Count is 1 and 2.
1 out, nobody on. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. Pena over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. 8th inning coming up. Braves lead this one 3-0. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Base hit into right center.
Now back left field, Eddie Rosario.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Going back is the right fielder. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5?
But that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
In now, Austin Riley. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kenna is there, and he makes the catch for the out. One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And up next is the catcher, Manny Pena. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
From the stretch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and McNeil will put it away to retire the side. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets nothing. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Behind 0-2 now. Skied into straightaway right. Acuna's there for it. 1 out. So striding in, Mark Canha. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 0-1 on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Ready for another shot now, Daniel Palka. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So close, but with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Oh, it sure is, Matty B. Boy, if you get that part of the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning, it's hard not to look past getting that last out thinking about the 9th D-row, but they make...
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Colin McHugh will come on in relief now, as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Colin McHugh.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
Here comes the first pitch. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping up to the plate, Dansby Swanson. First pitch on its way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And gone up into the second deck. Dansby Swanson with a solo shot. 4th home run here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Not shocked by that swing right there. An absolute bomb. You can tell this offense was kind of salivating to get to home plate. His presence on the mound right now leaves a lot to be desired. He needs to start attacking or he's going to be lifted.
Alex Claudio is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Ender Inciarte will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now back, right fielder.
Into the box now, Ronald Acuna. He swings and grounds it to short. And there are 2 away now. So digging in now, Matt Olson. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Eddie Rosario is in with 2 away here, as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Olsen isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as the lead swells to 7-0.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Austin Riley.
At the plate now, Austin Riley. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marte going back, and it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going as this lead got even wider. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, Hero. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
The batter, the pitcher, Colin McHugh.
Into the box, Colin McHugh. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Braves 10 and the Mets nothing. Stepping into the box, James McCann. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. And now pitch on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. Lifted down the line in left. Chasing after it is Rosario. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now back to the top of the Mets order. Digging in, Starling Marte. He was a ground out victim last time up. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Hit down the third base line. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on him because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. The Mets down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Atlanta Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Charlie Morton with his 4th win this season as he allows just 1 hit through his 7+ innings of work. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score.